What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, there's a lot of work going on. Of course, my favorite season, the winter season, is almost here. So I thought I will start propagating and multiplying succulents. This year I'm not thinking of doing a lot of leaf propagations. I will do it here and there, but I am more concentrating on stem cuttings or separating of the offshoots, because next year, in this month next year exactly, I'm planning to either get into selling or participating in exhibitions wherein I can sell my succulents. So this is all the preparation. Now I know it's a very long time, 1 year, but you know how it works with succulents, it's going to take a very long time. Leaf propagations will definitely not work because until the next year they are hardly going to be a couple of centimeters. So focusing only on leaf propagation is not going to work out that well. The cuttings will tend to grow much faster. Probably within 6 months they will show a good amount of growth, and then after another 6 months they will be ready to be displayed in the exhibitions. So everything is going well. I have done a couple of cuttings. So these I had cut yesterday, so I have kept them to callus on the dry path. This one, if you remember, I had already done the cutting in the last video. So I will be doing some more of them. This is just the initial start, because whenever I'm doing a cutting, at the same time I ensure that I have enough pots and I have enough soil. I have already planted 3. These are haworthia azre, which I have already planted. Let me give you a closer look. You can see, so they are in my soil mix, and these were separated. It was a clump. Azre tends to grow in a clump, and they get absolutely beautiful color. So I have already placed them, and the pots that I'm using are very small pots because I want to maximize the space and the planting. So I'm not using larger pots. These are some plastic pots that I purchased from Amazon. They were at a very cheap rate. If you are in India and if you want to purchase it, I'll put the link in the description below. You can check it out. I don't know if these pots will be available in another country, but probably you can find something similar. These are very small. They must be around less than 2 inches, and it is going to work out really well. They have good drainage, and in this tray they fit around 20 of them, around 20. I think there are 20, I'm not very sure. So they fit in a large number. Now if you're wondering why I'm going with the pot and tray method, the green tray does not have any drain hole. So the whole idea over here, everyone has issues with growing succulents. The major issue what people tend to face, or I would say 90 to 95% of the people tend to kill their succulents by overwatering. In my case, it's completely opposite. I tend to kill some of my succulents because of underwatering. Now I have so many plants. I don't know if that is even something you can say, because there is no such word as too many plants. I would say I have plants, so it becomes very difficult to water every one. My foliage plants need watering every alternate day, or at times every day. Same thing goes with my flowering plants as well. So foliage and flowering plants take up a lot of my time. Succulents don't take much of my time with watering because they hardly need water once in 2 weeks, or probably once in 3 weeks during the monsoon and the winter season. During the summer season is when I find it a little bit difficult because I have to water them more frequently. Maybe on the 3rd or the 4th day I have to water them because the soil tends to dry faster. It's warm. I have more of earthen pots, and then my soil mix is gritty, so the soil tends to dry faster and the succulents need more water during the summer season. And that's when I have a little bit of casualty, not because of the heat, but because I tend to forget to water, or let's say at times I get very lazy to water, and some of them start to get underwatered excessively. So I came up with this method. Now this is a little bit tricky for beginners, especially with watering, now because I have got an experience. I've already made another tray. If you remember, I will show it to you in some time. That was like the pilot batch. I want to ensure that I'm able to water them properly and not overwater them in that kind of tray, because in this thing overwatering can happen very easily because there is no way for the water to come out of this green tray. At the same time, we cannot make holes on this green tray, because then the whole purpose of making this setup is going to be lost. So in this, what's going to happen is I have to just add like very little water. So all these pots, imagine if I have to individually water all these pots, it's going to take a very long time, and I'm planning to make at least let's say, I'm not very sure, I'm not trying to be unrealistic, let's say I'm trying to keep around at least 10 of such trays with 20 pots. So you can imagine to water all of them individually, and especially because these pots are very small, so you have to be extremely careful in watering them. I do not prefer to drop water on the succulents. So this way, what's going to happen is, after I have planted all the succulents, I have to just put water over here, probably a half an inch of water, and it will start to soak up. Now, because there are so many succulents, it will start soaking up that water. So probably 2 or 3 times I will be adding water. Every time the water is going to be around 1 inch, not more than that. Again, this comes with experience, because if we are going to put in too much of water, and if the water starts to pool in, then we have to remove all of the spots and drain out that water and then put the pots back. So that is going to be an extra work. So the best thing is, go slow, add little water at a time, and once you notice all of the pots have a darker colored soil, it indicates all of them have been watered. So this is going to be majorly for the stem cuttings, or if I have any leaf propagation that have reached a decent size, I will be moving them on this setup. So let's hope, fingers crossed, I hope everything works out really well, and by the end of next year I have a good amount of succulents. I'm targeting for around maybe 2000 succulents. It will get propagated into 2000 succulents, because if I'm going to keep, because there are certain succulents that have around 5 to 6 pups, and if I'm going to keep cutting them, the mother plant will generate some more pups, and those cut pups I can put them into a pot. I will show it to you. Some of my succulents are putting up a lot of pups, touch wood. So these are some of the target succulents. You can see mostly it's the Marpin. So we have a lot of pups. We have around 5 or 6 pups on this one. But again, we have a good amount of pups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again 5. So we already have 5 pups on each mother plant, and then the mother plant. So this is going to be 12 over here, and then here I have some more of my Marpins. So majority it's the Marpins that are getting propagated. Here again I have 1, 2, 3, 4. These are of a very good size. They have already reached like a medium size, you can see. So I will be separating them soon. And then here I have another one. I think it's Nana Mukin. I don't know. It's a little bit of a tough name. I'll put it up on the screen. You can see this one is also putting up a good set of pups. So we will be separating this as well. I hope everything goes well. So maybe by the end of next year, we should have 2000 succulents. That's the target. Only then we will be able to make a good amount of profit out of the succulents. But again, not a lot of rare varieties. It's more like common varieties, because these common varieties are the ones that tend to get propagated faster. Unlike aguaires or some rare varieties, they are not going to get propagated that quick. Like 1 year's time is going to be very less for them. So it's more to do with the common varieties that I will be propagating. So that's about it, guys. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep planting.